Hello everybody, this is Godzilla here, Mechagodzilla. Today me and Mechagodzilla are reacting to the Dark Secret Weapon of Mechagodzilla, reviewed by Goji Center. Now me and Kong were really gonna react to that other part of GVK, the Hong Kong, but we're gonna react to it tomorrow. So yeah. Also tomorrow's Q&A and question there as well, so double upload tomorrow. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so what's your secret weapon?
Mechagodzilla is without a doubt the best equipped Titan when it comes to close hand-to-hand combat. But what if we told you that there are even more secret and gruesome weapons that Mechagodzilla could use?
Let's see then.
In this video, we will cover 5 unknown weapons and facts about this mechanized Titan.
Oh, that game.
What type of damage they could inflict, both psychological and physical. Weapons fit for a destroyer. So click that like button, subscribe, and make sure you stick around to the end as we uncover Mechagodzilla's arsenal of Titan butchery. This video has been brought to you by World of Tanks.
You gotta do what you gotta do. Okay
1.
then.
Biomimicry.
Biomimicry.
In battle, the first step in defeating an opponent is to try to inflict intense fear. So how does Mechagodzilla achieve this? Jared Krichevsky, the man behind Mechagodzilla's design, revealed that the reason why Apex decided to create a mechanized Titan shaped like the G-Man instead of a giant tank or carrier ship was simply because a giant robotic Titan would be far more intimidating for Godzilla.
Yeah, right.
In human perspective, imagine being met by a Terminator-like robot instead of a drone. Except this robot is out to hunt you down and kill you.
Oh,
yeah,
hell no.
Pretty horrifying. In addition to that, its red coloration completely contrasts Godzilla's blue hue. A red coloration is a hue that can instill fear and intimidation. In this case, a psychological toll for Godzilla. In GVK, we see Godzilla look almost furious upon encountering a Titan with similar body features. But then later, this look changed to a fearful one as the mech approached to finish off Godzilla.
Hope y'all don't hear any background
so now
noises.
That we understand why this weapon was shaped like the G-Man, let's move on to the first weapon on this list. 2. Buzzsaws.
Oh, the buzzsaw.
Mechagodzilla was equipped with a weapon that could literally hold and rip through flesh. By zooming in even closer to Mechagodzilla's hands, we find these. Rotating buzzsaws that could technically be used to inflict painful surface wounds to anyone caught by the mech's grippers.
Pretty much.
These aren't your traditional thin blade buzzsaws that you would use to cut wood with. These are much thicker and similar to some industrial grinders.
Oof.
Any skin or hair caught in these rotating blades would only proceed to get ripped right off. Krichevsky also mentioned that while the mech held the skullcrawler wide open, there was a possibility that his legs were also getting bit into with those saw blades.
Yikes.
If held long enough, it is possible that these grippers could have crushed this animal's leg bone to the point of snapping off. In GVK, we see these in action as they begin rotating while holding the G-Man's mouth open. But these aren't the only meat-crushing weapons found on this Titan. 3. Jaw grinders.
Jaw grinder?
In GVK, we were unfortunate to not be able to see the mech using his jaws for biting. Unlike Mecha G, Godzilla makes use of his sharp teeth for dealing painful bites to other Titans. This combination of gripping with his arms and biting allowed Godzilla to perform maneuvers such as decapitating Ghidorah during combat. Would Mechagodzilla do the same thing? Truth is, he technically could, but it would be far more painful. It just seems like this mechanical Titan was built to not only kill, but also to inflict the biggest amount of pain possible. Enter the jaw grinders. By zooming into this Titan's mouth, we see that there is a lack of sharp teeth, but what lies in there is far worse. What you see here are layers upon layers of metallic rotary discs that act as meat grinders, similar to what is found on its hands. This weapon, however, has a lot more surface area than its hands. Imagine a random Titan's arm stuck in between the mech's jaws. The grinding motion would literally peel off the skin, and then proceed to ripping flesh from bone. But why stop there? If you've seen any of these mesmerizing industrial grinder videos on YouTube, you'll recall that these things don't discriminate. Wood, metal, meat, bones, anything goes. Eventually, this Titan's bones would also get crushed. grinders like these usually have an entry point and an exit. You don't think this meat gets swallowed by the mech, do you? No. What once was this Titan's joint will now be dropped in front of the victim's eyes from the lower part of the jaw.
That's just gross.
Leaving nothing but fleshy sludge. This horrifying sight will not only be excruciatingly painful, but will also inflict an unrecoverable amount of mental trauma to the terrorized victim. Not everything on the mech had an offensive purpose. The next component of this mech might leave you a little surprised. Number 4. Dorsals. Godzilla's plates were used for many reasons, but one of the primary uses of these dorsals was for communication, or the famous intimidation display.
Yeah.
Mechagodzilla also had dorsals on its back for 1, looking somewhat similar to Godzilla, and 2, for defense. This idea was brought up by Krzyzewski, who mentioned that the primary purpose was to defend any vital organs, or in this case, vital components of this Titan, and making it harder for a Titan to reach or dig into. Early on in the development of Mechagodzilla, these spines were actually meant to be drones that would fly off and transform into airborne ranged weapons.
Drones?
This concept was ultimately left out, given that drones wouldn't have that solid integrity needed to serve its defensive purpose if they were struck by an opponent. The next weapon we are about to cover would have fixed this problem. 5. Drones.
Oh, wow,
this
of course.
This set of weapons was not officially acknowledged by Legendary, so take this info with a grain of salt. In the mobile game PUBG, Monsterverse fans were treated with a game mode titled Titan's Last Stand, where you boarded a battleship and joined both Godzilla and Kong in a fight against the mech.
I remember that.
Was the fact that you weren't only being attacked by Mechagodzilla, but by drones, and they just so happened to come from behind the mech itself. So what can we take out from this?
Assuming
that this was in fact a real attribute for Mechagodzilla and not just a game exclusive, we can assume that these drones could have been individually controlled by Mechagodzilla's AI with hive mind technology. In other words, all drones trying to achieve one objective, working together to do the mech's bidding. In an alternate storyline, this mech could use these as a distraction to other Titans, or as a counter to fight off any minion creatures the opposing Titan might command.
Oh wow, from the air as well, huh?
These drones were mounted with machine guns that fired on individual targets, such as you, and distract you while the mech focused on the larger craft. So instead of using its dorsals to transform into drones, this version of the mech now housed several individual drones to take out smaller targets. What do you think about these unknown weapons and abilities?
Something that I don't want to see. Haha, scary cat.
Godzilla? Thanks again to World of Tanks for sponsoring this video. And remember to click on the link in the description to play. Now that you're still here, why not check out these videos? Hope you're into kaiju battles. We got tons. See you there or in our next video.
Okay then. Alright guys, so that was it for this reaction video, and hope y'all did not hear any background noise, because sure I did, pretty much. Anyway, this is Godzilla here with Robotic Tin Can, and what do you guys think about Mechagodzilla's new sort of weapons? Yeah, subscribe, turn the notification bell, like this video. I'm gonna just get out of here before he does anything with me. Are you a little bitch? That's what you are, fatty. Ha 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 ha. If I go on my burning farm, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Whatever.